Well, we join you here at the Connery Grounds. Well, second day running, and today it's the Nevis team coming up against the Antigua and Barbuda team. Antigua and Barbuda in the field, Nevis batting first. In strike is Ross Powell, and they're off and running. Good run, good call, good run. I think Ross Powell just played it with soft hands and called through Jamie Cornelius, and they were off and running. So the score 30. Oh, we're going to verify the score in a bit. Huh? 32 the score. 32 for no loss. And we're in over number 8. Got down a bit late due to some boat issues. But the fact is, we are here. May get the name of the bowler a little later, but he is bowling from the commentary end. Races in now, and he's hitting it down the ground. That's a lovely shot down the ground for 4. Jamie Cornelius opening up and stroking it down the ground for 4. So 36 for no loss. So here goes once more. Steams in to bowl to Cornelius. Cornelius is flashing it to the upside. That's a lovely shot, an even better shot. Up the hill it goes. 4 more. And whatever that fast bowler did him, he better say sorry, because he seems as if he's ready to tee off Jamie Cornelius. Lovely shot that. Now, real fast bowlers don't like to be treated like that, so I expect a short ball. He has a man on the deep square leg boundary for the hook shot or pull shot. He's now making an adjustment in the offside. Maybe it's going to be a double bluff, making it seem as if he's going to bowl it outside the off stump, but I think it's going to be a snorter. Races in now to bowl to Cornelius. Cornelius pulls him away. Gone the distance, 6. Oh, he went short, but it was too slow. You can't be saying you're bowling bouncers and bowling it that slow to Jamie Cornelius. He just rocked back and slammed him over mid-wicket for a huge 6. Here goes once more. The bowler would not be a happy trooper right now as he races in to bowl once more to Cornelius. Cornelius is swinging at that. That's a wide. Another short ball. And Cornelius was going for the pull, but it was down the leg side, signaled wide by the umpire. Here goes once more. Races in to bowl. Another wide. Keeper does well and diving away and picks it up, but it's another wide. Bowler really frustrated now. So the 50 on the 10s, it's 50 for no loss, and we heard the applause in the pavilion. 50 for no loss. Nevis has started pretty well, and we are still in over number 8, which has been an extended over really because of the couple of wides. Bowler showing some frustration here. Steams in now. Cornelius is pushing it into the offside, thinking of the single, but the man is quick, running in from backward of point, and he had to hustle back in his crease. Ross Powell was in park, leaning on his bat. He wasn't going anywhere. Cornelius in strike. He's pulling it away, but there's a man deep, and he really didn't belt into that. He just helped it around really, and only a single, so 1 more to the total. And at the end of the over, 51 the score for no loss at the end of 8. So I think it's Kofi James bowling now too. Jamie Cornelius, he's on the back foot, pushes it back up the strip to the bowler. Not too sure, but we'll verify. But it looks from this distance like Kofi James as he prepares to bowl once more. Bowls to Cornelius. Cornelius is flicking at this one into the onside and can't score. Another dot in the scorer's book. So there's a man at long on and a man at deep mid-wicket. Mid-off is up. Here goes, bowl And that was a late decision to play late dab that. And looked a little careless on that occasion. Jamie Cornelius, true to the keeper. Here he goes, bowls once more. This time he's turning it into the onside, thinking of the single. Man at backward up squares quickly across. Can't score. Quiet over so far. So here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He reaches a long way forward for that, as that was looped up teasingly by the bowler. But he reached a long way forward and just played it quietly back up the strip to the bowler. Antigua Barbuda beat the Combined Islands yesterday. We are not too sure of the scores. Man is moving quickly as he's punched into the offside, races across, and that's a maiden over. So over number 9, a maiden. Well, it's going to be Kadeem Henry, and he'll be bowling to Ross Powell. The score after 9 overs, 51 for no loss. Nevis batting first. Here he goes flat, and he's punching at this one. Is Ross Powell hitting it into the turf. No harm done. So Henry once more. Bowls to Powell, turns it into the onside. There's a man at short mid-wicket, and they can't score. So Henry once more moves in now to bowl to Powell. Powell allows this one to spin away outside the off stump, pulling the bat high into the air and just allowing it to go through. Henry it is once more. Moves in now to bowl to Powell. Powell is flashing this one backward of square, backward of point, but there's a man there, and he pulled it in. So another dot. It was a short ball, punched it away. Here goes once more, bowls to Henry. This time he's solidly, quietly pushing it forward. Can't score. Quiet phase here for the Nevis team. The Antigua and Barbuda team playing a waiting game here. He's on the back foot, just turns it quietly into the onside. And that ends another maiden over. So 2 maiden overs, and I think he's asking for a change of bats, is Ross Powell. Or is it a cap? I'm not sure. Well, it was indeed a change of bats, and he'll have a couple of choices from Adrian Williams. And Adrian Williams, of course, a well-known javelin thrower. He could have thrown those 3 bats out there for Ross Powell, but then Ross Powell wouldn't have been able to throw them back. That's the problem. So, choice of bats and a little break in the play. So, Kofi James it is. So, we'll continue from the far end, and he'll be bowling to Jamie Cornelius. Here's James, moves in now to bowl. He's driving nicely, undriving, down towards the man long on. Picks up 1, so 1 more to the total. So there's a deep mid-wicket and a long on and a long off also. So 3 fielders in the deep. Here goes James Bowl. He's going high, hard and handsome. Inside out. It's going to go into the boundary for 4. So reaching for that was Ross Powell, and hitting it inside out over extra cover. Gone for 4. And it seems as if Jamie Cornelius is having a conversation with one of the fielders. I guess these guys are friends. He's asking him to probably help him to roll down the grip a bit. Maybe a bit uncomfortable as he's holding it, and he has gotten that assistance. That's good to see. Opposing teams, but very good friends on both sides, really. Here's James Bowl. This time he's turning it into the onside, away from the man at square, and they pick up 1 and might get another, thinking about it, but well stopped in the end. Almost an overthrow though. So 1 more to the total. Sensible batting by the Nevis openers. Off to a much better start than what transpired yesterday. Yesterday they were about 28 for 5 at one point. Punches it into the offside. The man stops it nicely. They eventually got to, I think, 127, but they certainly were in an awful hole. And Anguilla eventually won the game. Now the man has gone back, so we have yet another field on the boundary. Deep point. Oh, that one popped on him, and he almost popped it back to the bowler. And that one just slowed up on him and popped uncomfortably. But fortunately, dropping well short of Kofi James. This time he's cutting it away from the man back with a point. He has a chase here, but the ball is slowing up. I think he's going to win the race. So he pulls it in, and that's the substitute fielder. Gets it back to the keeper, Joel Andrew. 2 more to the total. That ends the over. So it's going to be Kadim Henry bowling now to Ross Powell. He's turning it into the onside, and that's an easy single. There was a bit of hesitation between the two. He was turning for the second as well and slipped there, Ross Powell. Seriously thinking about it, but told to hold up in the end. So Kadim Henry is the name of the bowler, and he'll be moving in now to bowl to Jamie Cornelius. Cornelius is hitting it in the air, but it's well short of the man at long on. Was in there for a long time. Picks up a single. So it's going to be Henry moving in now to bowl. Right arm off spin turned into the onside, away from the man at short mid wicket once more. Another easy single. So that brings Cornelius into strike. Moves in now to bowl to Jamie Cornelius, so he's backing away and punching it into the offside. Man at point comes across and stops it. Can't score. We need to watch that late dab though, especially if it's more an off stump. Here he goes, bowled now. He's sweeping this one. The man is racing across at mid wicket. He is going to pull it in, and they'll only get a single. So 1 more to the total. Watched India batting against Bangladesh this morning. Didn't seem like a test match at all. Seemed like a T20. Here goes, bowls and on driving nicely. The man at long on comes in to pick it up. 1 more to the total. So that ends yet another over. And at the end of well, we'll have to verify that, but the score is 64 for no loss, and they're going to have a bit of a break. 63 for no loss, 12 overs completed. And a long time ago, we said a water cart goes on the field, but now it's a set of watermen who carry out the water now. Things have changed. Oh, how times have changed. The umpires also having a bit of a refreshment. And our good and faithful scorer is here again today, having a break himself. You also must commend the guys who take care of the pitch and the grounds. They have worked tremendously hard. Saw them in action yesterday as well. So it's going to be Williams, new bowler, left arm, bowling to Ross Powell. He reaches a long way for that, solidly forward, plays it back up the strip to the bowler. So Antigua won their game yesterday against the Combined Islands. As he moves in now, Williams solidly playing it into the onside, can't score. So there's no deep mid wicket, there's a deep square leg. So he can go big over the short mid wicket if he wants to, once he gets to the pitch. Long on and long off in place. Reaches it and pushes it nicely down towards the man at long on. Plays it easily down the track. 1 more to the total. So that brings Cornelius in strike, as it's going to be Williams moving in now short, and he's punching that one through the man there, and it's going to race into the boundary. That just flew off the bat. It was a short arm jab, really, but it flew off the bat. The timing was superb. Just a bit short, and he punched it. And once it went past that man at short extra cover, because it went past him in a flash, and it went down the hill for 4. Lovely shot by Cornelius. And certainly was to the liking of his teammates in the pavilion. As he goes once more, Williams bowls solidly forward as Jamie Cornelius head well over the ball, posing for the imaginary camera far up on the top of that house over there, over the side screen. So here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving, but this time the man moves really quickly and pulls it in with both hands, and that ends the over. Ross Powell comes solidly forward. What's your name again? The bowler? Henry, yeah. So Henry it is, moving in now to bowl to Powell. Powell is flashing this one to the offside, but straight to the man at mid-off, can't score. Seem to be reaching for that one though. Here he goes, moves in, Henry bowls, he comes solidly, quietly forward, head well over the ball. Ross Powell. Of course, Ross Powell would have represented the Leeward Islands and senior team, that is. Very good batsman, settles over his bat once more, flatter. He's pushing it into the onside. Jamie Cornelius was heading down and then realized that the man had covered nicely from mid-wicket and they had to get back to their respective creases. So it's going to be Henry once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving, but there's the man deep at long off. Totally in control. They'll only get 1. So 1 more to the total. So Henry bowling from the commentary and Williams from the far end. Jamie Cornelius, also an exciting batsman. Loves to put bat on ball. He bowls. He's punching this one, but the man at short extra cover moves across quickly, pulls it in nicely and gets the ball to the umpire. That ends the over. Over number 14 completed, and the score 69 for no loss. Nevis batting first. Well, it's going to be Williams, and he'll continue. Left arm orthodox to bowl to Ross Powell. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to Powell. Powell turns it into the onside, away from the man at square leg. He has a run. They might be thinking of 2 here, and they are thinking of 2. A little belatedly, though, but picking it up. I think Jamie Cornelius wasn't too interested. Ross Powell called him back, and they picked up 2 quite easily. It's going to the 70s now. 71 for no loss. Nevis off to a pretty good start here at the Connery grounds. As he moves in now. Short, and he's punching it past the ball. Well, the bowler kicked it away with his boot. The batsman hesitated and decided against trying for the run. Flatter, faster delivery, but it was short. And the captain has indicated that he needs the man right back on the square leg boundary. So there's a man deep, and then there's a man, well, backward of square boundary, and then there's a man at the regular square. So there's no slip in place now. Ball says going huge. That's a lovely heave by Ross Powell. He's a little man, but he packs a punch. I could tell you that went over into the housing area over there, right over the scoreboard. That's a big hit by Ross Powell. 1 step forward and heave-ho. Smack into the housing area at the far end. Maximum. Well, it seems as if they were waiting to see if one of the fielders had found the ball, but he has come back empty-handed. The umpires would have to make a choice here of a new ball, a different ball, I should say, and the game will proceed. Seems as if the ball is a bit new, so they're trying to beat up on it a little bit. But they could ask Ross Powell and Jamie Cornelius to do that for them, because suppose the very next ball goes back over the side screen. Suppose, just suppose. All that work for nothing. Well, it's going to be left arm spin Williams to bowl once more to Ross Powell. He was just dispatched over in the housing area. He bowls flatter this time. Ross Powell solidly playing it into the onside, getting right across his stumps and covering it nicely. Dot in the scorer's book. Settles once more Ross Powell. As he moves in once more, bowls flat, and he's carving this one around, but the man is there at backward up square waiting for it. Was trying to get it a little finer, but didn't succeed. Can't score. You could hear Colin Tuckett in the pavilion telling him just bat. He batted well yesterday, Tuckett. Bowls now. He's on the back foot, turns it into the onside. They might be thinking two here. The fielder is after it, slides, picks it up quickly, and it's one more to the total. And that's the end of the over. End of 15 now. And the score 78 for no loss, Nevis. So it's going to be Henry making some adjustments to his field, sending the man on the boundary at mid-wicket a little more to his. And that one causing some discomfort there for Ross Powell, but no harm done in the end. Kadim Henry it is. Moves in now to bowl. Ross Powell goes inside out over extra cover, and it's going to go all the way into the boundary for 4. Inside out. And Ross Powell seems to be changing gears right now. Powell will settle once more. Henry bowled. He's punching this one, but he'll find the man at extra cover. Can't score. So here he goes. Moves in once more to bowl to Powell. Powell is squeezing this one into the offside. Flatter, faster delivery there from Henry. So Henry it is. Moves in now to bowl to Powell. Powell is turning it into the onside. The man at long on races across, but they're going to get an easy single. So one more to the total. So that brings Jamie Cornelius into strike. Here he goes, bowls now. He's solidly forward, is Cornelius. Here he goes now, flat, and he's swinging at that. And Joel Andrew could have been in problems there because the bat was swinging towards him. But he took it well nonetheless. So here he goes. Williams, the left arm spinner, bowls. He's punching this one past the bowler down towards long on. Picks up an easy single. So Ross Powell and Jamie Cornelius batting really well here for Nevis after a poor outing yesterday. Nevis had a very poor outing against Anguilla, but they have started well against Antigua and Barbuda today. Williams it is, the left arm leg spinner, bowls to Cornelius, turns it into the answer. Oh my goodness, he was almost committed to the run. Fielder was moving across quickly, almost got run out in the end, but got back in time. So Williams bowls to... Oh, he was going for the big heave on that occasion. His head was in the air. Huh? Had a huge heave on that occasion. He wanted to see if he could hit it further than Ross Powell. Ross Powell hit one over in the housing project. He wanted to do the same thing. He's capable though, but he certainly didn't latch on to that one. And right away, man goes deep on the point boundary. So here goes, moves in once more. This time he's punching it. The man fields in the offside. That's the captain, that shot. So here he goes, moves in once more, bowls. He's punching this one again. The captain, Karim Agor, races across and picks it up. Can't score. So Williams it is. Moving in now to bowl. Punches it. It was in the air for a bit, but it's going down towards the man at the wide long off position. Pick up an easy single. One more to the total. So at the end of 17 overs, the score 86 for no loss. Nevis batting first. So we have a change in bowling. Beaten outside the off stump is Jamie Cornelius. So it's Joachim from the commentary end bowling now to Cornelius. Dabs it into the outside, thinking of the single. And the return comes in. Can't score. Carlon Tucker telling him to look in front of you. He has been trying that late dab a couple of times. So here he goes. Moves in now to bowl to Cornelius. He's driving off the outer edge of the bat into the outside. Here goes, bowls now. Well played. Well bowled, well played. Here goes, balls to Cornelius, driving down to mid-on. So Joachim it is. Moving in now to bowl to Cornelius. Well bowled, well played on the back foot. Pushes it back up the strip to the bowler. Ends a useful over. So it's going to be Williams to continue. Left arm to bowl to Ross Powell. Left alone outside the off stump. And you have to be careful leaving alone a left arm leg spinner. Turning the ball into you from outside the off stump. But he watched it carefully through to the keeper, Joel Andrew. Here he goes, bowls now. He's on the back foot, turns it into the onside, calls for the run. Jamie Cornelius responds. One more. So here he goes now. Williams bowls. Cornelius reaches a long way for that. Pushes it back up the strip to the bowler. And you get the impression that Cornelius is just waiting for a chance to go over the side screen. Here he goes once more. Williams moves in now to bowl to him. He's driving along the ground this time. Down to the man at wide long off. A little bubble, but they had settled early for one. So Williams will bowl now to Ross Powell. Here he goes. Bowls. Powell is on the front foot. Strokes it nicely down towards long on. Picks up one more. Reaching to the pitch of the delivery and stroking it nicely. And picking up an easy single. So since Williams was hit over the side screen, he hasn't really gone back into the half of the batters. Here he goes, bowls. He's pulling this one, but well stopped by the man at square leg. Didn't really time it as he would have liked. And that ends the over. So it's going to be Joachim, and he'll be bowling. We don't have his surname, but it's Joachim. Moving in now. The ball to Powell, turns it into the onside, can't score. So it's Joachim once more. Moving in from the commentary end. Nice smooth run up. Ross Powell thinking of a quick single there, but changed his mind very quickly because two fielders were going in and it's a no ball. So he's going to get a free hit. So he has transgressed young Joachim. He has overstepped. And now the umpire has given Ross Powell license to swing. Just freeze arms and swing. No matter where it lands, no matter what he bowls, he can swing hard. Let's see what happens here. He swings it into the onside. That's a lovely shot. That's gone for 4. Dropped it short and he pulled it through square leg for 4. Lovely shot there by Ross Powell. So Joachim getting some encouragement from his teammates as he moves in once more to bowl to Powell. Powell is struck on the pad. Surprisingly, there wasn't a big shout from the bowler, but just trying to undrive. Maybe played slightly across the line there, but pitching outside the off stump. So here goes once more Joachim. Moving in now from the commentary end. Balls to Powell. Powell hits it in the air for a long time. He was heading to the man at mid-on. And you could see the intention. He wanted to heave it over long on, really. But it almost carried to the man at mid-on. Dropped just in front of him. So he'll have to watch that, Powell. So Jawaki will continue. Let's see, moves in once more to bowl to Powell. Bowls to Ross Powell. Powell turns it nicely, but there's a man at backward up square, stops it, and can't score. So it's the man Jawaki moving in once more to bowl to Powell. Powell is driving. That's a lovely shot, and they're off and running. Jamie Cornelius gets home. The fielder seems a little disappointed, but he was running with the shot. Well played, well run. And that ends over number Joseph. So it's Jawaki Joseph actually. So the score 95 for no loss after 20 overs. 20 overs completed, 95 for no loss. Actually, we're going to have the man Cornwall out of Antigua to help me with some running commentary here.
Yeah, it's all happening at Canary. Yeah, see, Nevis put the fight to Antigua this morning with some very calculated stroke playing by Ras and Jamie Cornelius. So they're looking to build on the start that they have and capitalize on it and go deep so they can maximize the full 50 overs. So Antigua have a lot to think about in their approach. So it's a very good delivery from Clinton. He bowled very well yesterday with no little bit of luck, so he want to continue that where he left off from yesterday, start of the tournament. And Ras get a really good delivery that jump on him, and he just taps it down towards Kofi in short mid-wicket, and there is no run. So he's really picturesque here at the Canary Cricket Ground. Williams to bowl to Powell, and Powell just come back and same fashion picks up by Kofi James, and there is no run to the total. So it is a very interesting morning for the Nevians, who started well. Williams get a very good delivery, bang on target, picks up by the captain himself, Karim Agor, and there is no run. So it's a very good third deliveries in contest here. Looking to make some sort of inroads, get a breakthrough for the Antigua team. Williams and Powell, the same fashions. Good delivery. Just on the arse stump. Just bowling very smartly, Clinton Williams at the Canary Cricket Ground. Really need this breakthrough for the Antigua team because the Nevian want to capitalize on the start. Powell just pushed that one down the inside, down to long on, and pick up the easy single in the process. It was a very decent over from young Clinton Williams. I can see a little bit of frustration in the Antigua camp because after the Nevian this morning, some 20 overs, over 100 runs without a wicket. Somebody needs to put their hands up and get the breakthrough for the Antigua team. Somebody got to do the donkey work and believe that they can break this partnership somewhat really good for the Nevians. And they want to go deep with this start they have here, my friend. Contemplating what the surname for him, but my knowledge tell me he's Joseph. Yeah, so I don't know if he's any relation to Azari Joseph, but Sylvester Joseph, Jawaki Joseph from the Botanical Garden End, and what a lovely shot from Ras Powell. Just get on top of the bunks and just push it past Tyrone Williams for easy single. And Ras Powell want to capitalize on this start. Close to his 50. He would just want to think about bat for a long period of time and put it afternoon. So Jawaki might have other things in mind. He want to break this partnership. He look determined. He look poised, runs away to bowl to Cornelius, and Cornelius get a bang on target delivery in defense, and there's no run. So good little period of cricket here so far at the Canary Cricket Ground. And he all down to who want it most and who gonna make that decision and make that mistake. So Jawaki runs away, approach to the wicket, bowl to Cornelius, get the same delivery, and there's no runs. And Cornelius to me look like he ready to do something out of the ordinary, but you never know. Have his partner Ras Powell supporting him from the non-striker end. And these guys just got to continue build. It's a very good start indeed from both openers. And that is what we want to see people take their chances. Jawaki, good little single. Somebody look like get home in the end. Good little cricket from the Nevis, and that's good. Good running between the wicket. Be alert, these two, and exploit every possibility for get a single. And so good to see. Ras Powell stands and deliver and play a lovely shot. Just come forward and punch that one behind point for 4. Lovely looking shot from Ras. And he score a half century for the Nivijan, which well deserved. That young man back well for this whole entire morning. And he want to capitalize from that half century, knowing the fact that Nevis want to score a big total here against Antigua. This game going to be very interesting to see who want it most, who going to be the winner in the end of the day. But Ras stands and get a delivery that is bang on target from Jawaki. Welcome back, Jawaki Joseph. I saw him yesterday at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, and he bowled with some pace, a little bit of gas behind of him. But this morning is a little bit different pitch, and the two opener capitalize from the start they get. So I'm really pleased for Ras Powell that he can push on his total and know the fact there's a lot of overs left, that he can dig deep and come out with a big one for the Nivijan. So I just see my good friend Frank just walk cracks. He's a very competitor, and I know he glad to see his two countrymen battling for them and put on a very good partnership so far for the Nivijan. And that's what we want. We want to see young people take them opportunity and progress with it. So I'm giving Jamie and Ras kudos for the start they gave the Nivijan this morning. They needed that. So after defeat from St. Martin yesterday, Anguilla yesterday, these guys come back, have a talk, and you can see a different approach in the way how they go about their innings this morning. And I'm very pleased for them. So yeah, you leave the Antigua team with some things to think about with Karim Agour, who is the captain. Got to ring his changes, got to be patient. Things will happen someday. So see young Williams to bow to Jamie, get a nice delivery. It's a very tight single, but nevertheless, they get it in the end. So Karim Agour is a very good fielder across the field. And the show wasn't the best, but hey, these two guys batting, running well between the wicket, and that is good to see. Very good early start for cricket in St. Kitts on a working day. Well, nevertheless, the afternoon might bring a lot of people into the ground. Nevis versus Antigua always be a good one. So gone are the days. There are so many stories with Leeward Island tournament back in the days. William to bowl to Powell, and Powell worked that one in the inside for easy single. Running between the wicket, and the understanding and the decision making with those two is so easy to watch. Williams, I think he can give the ball a little bit more flight and see what happens. Great shot, lovely shot. And I see a brilliant piece of fielding down there at the long off boundary from Spencer, and right for the return back to young Williams. So yes, I would like to see the spin bowler Williams, Glenton Williams himself, give the ball a little bit more flight to it. There's some turn. Well bowled. Well played by Ras Powell as well. So it's a keen little contest here.
I think why he's a little bit afraid to fly to Ras Powell. The last time he floated one up, he was hit over by that house way over there past the side screen.
Well, I want to do it again. That's mean something can happen.
This is gone the distance.
This is gone miles and still going over the boundary for 6. Jamie, who racked back from a short delivery from Williams and rightly deserved, put it away for 6. And another 6 to the Nivijan total. And these guys looking to push on this total and make it a mammoth total for the Antiguans to chase down later on.
So we thank Wilden Cornwall for his assistance. And he's going again. This time he might have picked out the man. He has. Jamie Cornelius has given it away. Going for the big shot once more. And he has picked out the man on the deep extra cover boundary. And he's gone. So after hitting a huge six on the onside, now he's trying one on the offside. And he has picked out the man.
What is score? 112.
So Jamie Cornelius goes for 45 and walks back to the pavilion, sadly giving it away. So Jamie Cornelius went for 45. New batsman in is Shelton Forbes. So at the end of 23, the score 112 for the loss of 1, and it's going to be Joseph to continue from the commentary end, and he'll be bowling to Ross Powell. So Ross Powell has already completed his half century. Very good opening partnership between himself and Jamie Cornelius, broken by Williams with his left arm leg spinners after being struck for a big six. Here goes, moves in out to bowl to Powell. Powell is pushing it into the offside, thinking of the single, but Shelton Forbes is in park. Decides, no, that's too dangerous. And you have to keep your eyes on the captain, Kareem McGore. He seems to be a live wire in the field. So again, we want to thank Wilden Cornwall for assisting with the commentary for a wee bit. Joseph it is. Moves in now to bowl to Powell. Powell is reaching to his full height, which really isn't a lot, and just chops it down to the man at back of the point. Looks like Kofi James can't score. So it's going to be Joseph once more from the commentary end. Races in now to bowl to Powell. Powell is driving back up the strip to the bowler, who stops it well, one-handed. Joseph it is. Preparing now to bowl to Powell. Powell swings him away for 6. Oh, well, 4. He dropped just inside the boundary, but he whipped it, and one bounce just inside the boundary. Joseph wondering, what did I do wrong there? But he was a little offline going down the leg side. He was up in his half, and he just heave-ho. One bounce into the boundary for 4. Ross Powell is a powerful hitter of a cricket ball. He's a little man, but he really packs a punch, I can tell you. You see, he prepares now to bowl Joseph. Races in now to bowl. Powell is swinging into that, and the man at mid-wicket stands there, just watches that as if admiring, because he had no chance. He was digging it in short, losing the script badly. Here is Joseph, dropping it short, ranked long up and punished. Struck beautifully to mid-wicket for 4 by Ross Powell. And the scorer to my right is predicting that Powell has a chance to complete the first 100 here. We understand that one of the Islanders made 96 yesterday, threw it away. Here goes, moves in now to bowl to Powell. Powell is hitting it back up the strip to the bowler, who stops this one. Can't score. Thinking maybe I should have gone over mid-wicket again. But that ends the over, and at the end of it, the Nevis team has moved on to 120 for 1 at the end of 24 overs. Shelton Forbes, who has had some exposure in England, has played some fantastic innings for Nevis already. Has come in at number 3, and he'll be taking strike from Williams. Didn't have a good outing yesterday, but neither did Jamie Cornelius nor Ross Powell. So today's a different day. Sun is shining brightly at Connery. A chance to make amends for yesterday. So Shelton Forbes can also do a similar thing here, and following the footsteps of Ross and Jamie. Williams, though, would have other ideas. Bowling for Antigua and Barbuda. There he goes. Full toss. He's driving nicely down towards the man at that wide, long off position. Picks up an easy single. He's off the mark. So that brings Powell, the shorter of the two batters, into strike. Here goes Williams, bowls. He's turning it into the onside. Very quickly moving. There's the captain, Kareem Agor. Can't score. So, Powell settles once more. Here's Williams, bowls. He's leaving it alone outside the off stump. And I think Weldon Cornwall was saying even though he had struck him for 6, he should flight it some more. So here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving nicely, but Kareem Agor is in the way. He has stopped quite a few in that area. Very good fielder. Can't score. Some encouragement for the bowler. Williams it is. Moves in once more to bowl. He's dabbing this one. Brilliantly played. Slip is empty. And coming back for the second. So well played on that occasion. Dabbing it, even though it was turning into him. He waited and played it late. Nice touch there by Ross Powell. Picks up 2 more. So Glenton Williams it is. Left arm leg spinner. He picked up the wicket of Jamie Cornelius in the previous over. Moves in now to bowl to Powell. Powell is driving. The man has a chase here. Can he pull it in? He can't. It's gone for 4. That's a lovely shot by Ross Powell. A bend of the knee, and he stroked it elegantly along the ground into the extra cover boundary for 4. So it looks like Kofi James is back into the attack, and he'll be bowling from the commentary end. James, of course, who played for the Antigua Falcons recently. Flicks that does Shelton Forbes. It goes past the keeper, and man chases after it. I think he's going to pull it in, and let's see what will be signaled here. Is it bat? Is it leg byes? It's leg byes. So 2 more to the total. Forbes it is, taking strike. He's solidly playing it back up the strip to the bowler. Flatter, faster delivery. So James will bowl once more to Forbes. Forbes looks up now. And that's struck on the pad. He shouts his appeal. And then seems as if he changed his mind, almost as if he apologized to the umpire. But I think it might have been a big snake onto that. And that's why he kind of waved his hand at the umpire as if to say sorry about that. So James moves in once more to bowl to Forbes. Forbes leaves this one alone outside the off stump. Show to the keeper. So it's going to be Kofi James asking a couple of questions here of Shelton Forbes. Moves in now to bowl. This time pops off the bat in the air. The man is diving away at backward of point, but not looking comfortable there is Shelton Forbes. And right away, Ross Powell is going down to have a chat with him. And so that's a good move by the senior partner there in this firm of Powell and Forbes. The senior partner going down and having a chat with the junior partner and making sure that the bowler has to wait. It's all about psychology here. So James moves in once more to bowl. He's hitting this one away, but there's a man deep and it's going to drop well in front of him in the end. And it was in there for a long time and dropping well short of the field. That ends the over. So 130 for 1, 26 overs completed. It's going to be Forbes, who, like I said, had some exposure in England, played in the leagues in England, did pretty well, yeah. So he's a tall man, settles over his bat, and it's going to be Glenton Williams moving in now to bowl. No, he has. Oh, Magua, different bowler. Oh, we have a different bowler. Magua is there? Goa, or the captain. Oh, it's the captain. Kareem Goa is into the attack now. And he'll be bowling to Forbes. Here he goes, bowled flat. He's turning it nicely. That's a lovely looking shot by Forbes. and they pick up a single easily. Flat and fast on that occasion, turned nicely into the onside by Forbes. Familiar names in the Antigua team. Nice to know that Tyrone Williams is still around. We'll get back to that as Gore moves in now to flat again. He's punching it hard this time, past the man at mid-wicket, down to the long on, single for Powell. So Tyrone Williams, my understanding is that he's the brother of Ronaldo Morton, right? Brother of Ronaldo Morton. And he has been playing from a very young age. Nice to know he's in the Antigua team. I'll find out how he did yesterday from Cornwall. Bowls, he's turning it away from the field at mid-wicket, but he comes across quickly. Did he make any runs yesterday, Cornwall? No? Nothing to write home about. So here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl to Forbes. Flat. He's bowling very quickly. Almost could be a medium pacer here, Kerry Magore. Not flighting like Williams at all. All have been fast so far. Flat and fast. So here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl to Forbes. Driving. Nice smooth shot. Reaching. He has a long reach too. Reached to the pitch of the delivery and just stroked it down to the man at wide long off. And picks up an easy single. So one more to the total. So even though they have lost the wicket of Jamie Cornelius, the runs continue to come. This time it comes solidly. Just floated one, but came quietly forward. Ross Powell, that ends the over. At the end of over number 27, 133 for the loss of one Nevis batting. So Kofi James had a pretty good over last over. Certainly asked some serious questions of Shelton Forbes, who looked a little unsure against him. But Ross Powell spoke to him and he seemed a little bit more assured at the end of the over. So let's see what transpires in this over. Here he goes. Bowls now to Forbes. He reaches a long way forward. Like I say, he's a tall man. He has a long reach. And he's stretched out a long way. So it's going to be Kofi James. Moves in now to bowl. Hesitation on that occasion. Seemed to be coming forward, then went back, and then half forward in the end. Again, Ross Powell having a quick word with him. I don't think Ross Powell liked that. He's saying you have to be positive. You're either going forward or you're going back. Make up your minds. Don't let him set you up. So a quick word from the more experienced partner in this forum. Here goes. James moves in now to bowl. And back on the back foot. He punches it, but he finds the man at mid-off. Can't score. It was a short ball that time from Kofi James. Punched by Shelton Forbes. Can't score. Umpire got out of the way quickly too. So here he goes once more. Bowls to Forbes. Forbes is turning this one, but finds the man at backward of square. Quick movements there. Can't score. Quick return to the keeper. So Kofi James it is. We're moving once more to bowl to Forbes. Is quietly forward, reaching and stifling this turn. Pushes it quietly into the onside. No runs. Another useful over here from Kofi James. Moves in now to bowl. Forbes is quietly forward, pushes it back up the strip to the bowler, and that ends a useful over from Kofi James. Ross Powell has gotten rid of the helmet. Takes strike now from the captain, Kareem Magore. Comes quietly forward, pushes it back up the strip to the bowler. And he has not opted to put on a hat either. And it's a very hot day here at Connery. And so here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl flat. He's trying to carve it around. Fine. Doesn't succeed. And so for those of you who know Ross Powell, so here goes once more. Gore moves in now to bowl flat to Powell. Powell, something got in his eye just about the time he was making contact with the ball. Seems as if something, maybe sweat, I'm not sure. But he's getting that corrected. So here goes once more. It's going to be Kareem Magore moving in now to bowl to Powell again. Powell still seems a little disconcerted. Something isn't right in terms, I think it could be sweat. So since he got rid of the helmet, he has had some issues. Seems the sweat is running down his forehead and into his eye. Settles now. Go. Moves in now to bowl. Flat. He's turning it into the outside. Might be thinking 2 here. But no, the fielder is coming across and pick up 1 very easily in the end. So here goes. Go. Moves in now to bowl. Turns it into the outside. Off and running. Soft hands there by Shelton Forbes. Good play. Good run. And 1 more to the total. So for those of you who haven't seen Ross Powell for a bit, certainly took me a bit off guard yesterday. Has a different hairstyle, different outlook. But it's still Ross Powell. Still has the same elegance in his stroke play. And power too. Flick and a miss. Well taken there by Joel Andrew. Flicking off the bells in a flash. And the back foot was grounded though. So Joel Andrew, we understand, made a cameo half century yesterday against the Islands team. Doing wicket keeping duties right now. Here goes. Reaching to that one is Ross Powell. Plays it easily into the onside. And that ends another Karimago over. Coffee James it is. And by the way, Ross Powell has opted for a hat now. Like I say, it's pretty hot out there. There's Shelton Forbes punching this one down to long on, picking up a single. So 1 more to the total. Quiet phase of play right now. So it's going to be Kofi James to bowl now to Ross Powell in his hat. Comes solidly, quietly forward, wearing a broad white hat now. Looking the perfect picture as he came forward. Kofi James has sent the man back at long off. He knows that Ross Powell is capable of hitting hard and high and handsome. This time he's on the back foot stylishly across his off stump. And then belatedly thinking, I should have punched that. But came quietly across his stumps on that occasion. James it is, moving in once more. He's stroking this one. Kofi James goes across quickly, picks it up. Can't score. James it is. Moves in once more to bowl to Powell. Powell, he looped that one up teasingly, deliberately, trying to tease him into error. And after thinking about it, Ross Powell decided, you know what, I'm going to be careful here. Came quietly forward. Here's James once more, moves in now flatter. He's punching this one, but finds the man, hit it straight to him. And that ends the over. Another quiet over from Kofi James. At the end of 30... At the end of 30 overs, the Nevis team batting first, 131 for 1, 20 overs remaining. Okay. So Ross Powell on 71, and Shelton Forbes is the one taking strike at the moment. Kyle Magore moves in now to bowl. Flat, he has bowled pretty flat so far. He has looped a couple, but for the most part, he has been very flat, Kyle Magore. So here goes once more. Go moves in now to bowl to Forbes. He's on the back foot, plays it carefully back up the strip to the bowler. Another delivery darted in there by the bowler. Here goes once more. Gore moves in now to bowl. Loops this one. He goes down the ground. That's a lovely shot by Shelton Forbes, and it pierces the gap and goes into the boundary for 4. Lovely shot there by Forbes. First real shot in anger. Here goes Gore once more. Bowls to Forbes. Turns it into the onside. Can't score. Gore moves in once more. Bowls to Forbes. Forbes gets a flat, fast delivery, and he was going back, but somehow managed to keep it out. Should have been on the front foot, I thought, but somehow on the back foot. Looked late, but kept it out well in the end. Here's Gore once more. Maybe he might float this one. No. beaten outside the off stump and comprehensively beaten. He was already celebrating there, Gore. Well taken by Joel Andrew. But that ends the over. At the end of 141 for 1 at the end of 31 overs. So Kofi James making some adjustments to his field. And he'll be bowling to Ross Powell, who is on 71. So here's James. Moves in now to bowl to Powell, turns it into the onside. They might be thinking through here, but the fielder moves in pretty smart and negates that possibility. So just one more to the total. Interestingly, for Shelton Fobbs, he has brought in the long off and he has brought in the man off the deep extra cover boundary. Here goes bowls. So Fobbs is going down the ground. That's a lovely heave. It's gone the distance. It's gone for 6. Lovely shot by Shelton Fobbs. He saw the mid-off come up and he went down the ground, downtown. Big heave that by Shelton Fobbs. Gone for 6. Lovely shot by the youngster. Well, Kofi has not made any changes to the field. Goes up once more, floated again, but this time he comes solidly forward. So he's trying to say, try it again. He has left the mid-off up. And he's trying to psych him out here. He's sweeping, but picks out the man at square leg. That was well played that time by Fobbs and well fielded too. So Kofi James playing mind games here with Shelton Fobbs. Moves in once more. Comes solidly, quietly forward. Head well over the ball. And keeping it out. Back up the strip to the bowler. So Fobbs looking good. As it's going to be James moving in now to bowl to Fobbs. Fobbs is struck on the pad, but I think outside the off stump. And I think James realized after the fact, again, showing some disappointment, but almost apologizing when he realized he was struck outside the off stump. So that ends the over. He was playing across the line on that occasion instead of playing straight. And at the end of that over, 32 gone, 148 for 1, Nevis batting first. Ross Powell will settle, and he'll take strike from Kareem Gore. There's Gore. He's swinging at that fiercely too. And there's nobody deep at square leg. Had he latched on to that, he would have gone far. Well, here he goes once more. It's going to be Kareem Gore moving in now to bowl to Ross Powell. Turns it into the onside. The man has a run. Can he pull it in? He looks a little slow, but he is getting into it now. And they'll get 2 very easily. So 2 more to Ross Powell. Turning it around in the onside, picking up 2. Lost his hat in the process. And retrieved by Shelton Fobbs. Ross Powell in strike. He's driving smoothly. But there's a man, Kofi James, at short extra cover, gets a return in quickly. Can't score. Powell will settle once more. Here's Gore. Moves in now. Flat again. He's just... Oh, he's just... it was a different kind of shot, really. Just putting the bat there and carving it around. Not really slashing into it, just carving, almost like almost as if he wanted to play a scoop, and got it backward of square for a single. So Gore now will bowl to Fobbs, who has looked good so far. Settles over his back. The tall, lanky, left-handed batsman strikes it nicely past. Well, Gore, he got from Gore to James, so they prevented the single. For one moment I thought it had gone down towards long off. So here goes once more. Gore Moves in now to bowl flat again. He's driving and didn't seem fully in control on that occasion. Went to the onside. I don't think he was aiming in that general direction. But that ends the over at the end of 33. 151. Nevis has gotten to the 150. 151 for the loss of 1. Well, Kofi James is out of the attack. We have a new bowler. Use me chase around then.
So the Antiguan was struck by Jamie Cornelius and Ras Powell this morning when they started the innings. We see a partnership over 98. This further loss, Cornelius, who was on 45, now joined by Ras Powell, who continued to make big inroads into his innings, and Farbs, who looking really good and busy at the crease since he joined Ras. And Ras accumulates 76 runs so far. It's all happening. So we see a bowling change from the botanical garden end, which is Kadeem Henry, and that one stroke down the ground towards Kofi James and picked up one Farbs. And the score move on to 52. 152 for 3.
153
For 1. So it's all happening here at the Canary Cricket Ground, where there are not much spectators, but the cricket is exciting to watch. See Watch Powell approaching his landmark to have the first century in the tournament. He batted really well this morning, and he continued to pile on the runs for the division, where they want to score something over 300 runs. It's a good Antigua team. Henry to bowl to Powell, and Powell in defense. Forward as is like, and there's no runs. He's seen the ball big as Senkis at the moment, and there's no one could get himself out but him. Henry to bowl to Powell, and Powell get back and give a chance to the bowler. And that shot come out the ordinary, just push it back, and a ball that could have easily well gone for 4. And he get a chance there. Nevertheless, he's still batting. And the score will stick at 153 for 3. 34 overs bowl. And the Antigua team look very much lethargic in the field. And he'll be still the captain. Karima go from the airport end to bowl 2 Farbs, and Farb work that one just behind square. Picked up by William, and there's no runs. So you saw the Antigua team, yes, they have a little bit of shaky start, but nevertheless they have a victory. Go to Farb, and Farb get back and punch that one down towards short middle wicket, and picked up by Glenton Williams, and there's no run. Karima to bowl 2 Farbs, and Farb drive down the ground. Lovely looking shot. Ask Spencer to move to his right, and he get round there very quickly, and there is no run. There is 1 run to the total. So the Nivijan looking to really make a big total here this afternoon for the Antigua team chase down. So you see no slips, short point, extra cover, short square cover, middle wicket, on the bound, and Ras Powell over the V. This one gonna run close to the boundary, picked up by Joaquin Joseph, and 2 runs for Ras Powell. Just trying to overhit the ball a little bit, but nevertheless the shot was on, and that looked like a little bit of tired shot in the process. He been batting very well for a long period of time. He might need someone to take a jink for him, so forth. So try to regain his composure and go again. So Karima to Ras, and Ras trying to heave that one back over the bowler head, but never really in control of the shot, and picks up by the bowler. So Powell in a little bit of an uncomfort position here. Lovely looking shot. Lovely looking shot for no run. And it was a difficult over for Ras Powell so far. And that comes, we all go through that sort of period. When you approach that sort of landmark, you need your partner at the other end to guide you through this process. And I think that Farb doing a very good job so far. And this little break will do Ras a really good. So, Kello, who started this morning, Jamie Cornelius take the liking into him. And he need to come back and give this team a very good spell. So, it's not easy in the sun. And the sun all out in his glory. And Cornelius. And goes to show when you get a good start at the top of the order. Henry to Farb, and Farb get back and punch that one down to mid-half for 1. And the total slipped on to 156 for 3 for 1. And the total, as we get it, is a very good total at this point in time. Henry to Powell, and Powell make a big heave. I don't think he need that at this moment. He just gotta capitalize. Gotta capitalize on how much the total is and just bat. Ras Powell, it seemed like he wanna throw it away here. So that's supposed to be 1, and Shelton kind of frees up on Ras Powell. So it's a little bit of tricky period for Ras Powell. You got to get through this. At the other level, you need that. Don't even bat him. Just continue bat. And the total move on to 158 for 1. And Powell get back and dabs that one down towards short mid-wicket, and there's no run.
Looks as if he has lost concentration. He needs to wheel and come again, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, he need his partner. He need the coach to send a message out there. Let him know he can just need to get away from the strike a little bit, regain his composure, and he will be on his way again. These periods happen, but you got to be tough. These are tough areas. These call for mental toughness, physical fitness, and I think he can show. It's showing on his body language. But this is a moment where he have to pull out the grit, the fight, all it takes so he reach that landmark. He worked so hard to reach this area, and he cannot give it in at this point in time. Not just for him, for his team itself, who continue pile on the runs here at Canary Cricket Ground. Henry get a nice short delivery, and he's just overbalanced there, trying to hit the ball. So I think what he need at this point in time are just a little moments away from the game, take a little water break here and there, guide him through. And these are areas will tell you when you bat that long in this heat, you need your physical fitness for come back this kind of situation. There's a lot more cricket left for Nevis, so they got to capitalize there. He cannot be just know that he reached that area and he's going to give in now. He need his partner. He need his team out there for. So Karima Go got to ring the changes here. He need further breakthrough in this team, but hey, the Nivians say no. These guys come with a mission from yesterday who were kicked so bad by the Anguillan team. And Anguilla get away with a victory, as the spectators just say in the background. But they can see they come back with proper plans, and they rolling on the Antiguans at the moment. So it's the first game, the second game in this tournament. It's really good to see that the Leeward Island Cricket Board put on such a good tournament so far. Karima go to both to Powell, and Powell just worked that one down towards deep middle wicket and only 1 run. And Powell doing it in singles at the moment, and quietly, rightly have a lot of time to get that to that landmark. And I would love to see a little bit more aggression from the Antigua team. Karima go to bowl to Forbes, and Forbes will drive that one easy as a like down toward mid-off for an easy single. And the runs keep piling on here at the Canary Cricket Ground.
Thanks. So Cornwall taking a bit of a break as we continue. Ross Powell in strike. It's going to be Gore bowls to Powell off the pad on that occasion as he tried to flick it into the onside. Joel Andrew goes across to pick it up. 162 for the loss of one, weighing over number 37. So Ross Powell obviously losing concentration momentarily, will need to settle. And I'm wondering about something. I'll get back to that as he bowls. This time he's trying to carve it around the onside, a wide signal. I'm wondering about his fitness level because he probably hasn't been playing a lot of cricket, Cornwall. And so maybe fitness could be an issue here. As he moves in once more, Gore moves in out to bowl to Powell. Powell is turning it into the onside. Earlier in his innings, he would have been rushing for two. He's obviously tired. He just strolls down for one. So one more to the total. And I think what Forbes needs to do now is maybe be the aggressive partner. He's the fresh legs out there. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive while Ross take the pressure off of Ross. So settles. Moves in now to bowl. He turns it, flicks it actually, and well stopped by the man on the 45, and that ends the over, and they're going to have a water break. At the break, it's 164 for one, 37 overs completed.
Will do. Well, I think this break will do Raspo a great deal. I think that you could see it in his body language that the sun take a toll on him, and there where you're quite right, his physical fitness come into play. It's not easy when you're batting for a long period of time in this heat. And I think Forbes do a very good job at times to come down and have a word with him. See to it that he regain his composure. At any last two over,
He's actually getting the physio.
and he called for the physio at the moment. So we can see a lot of things from here, and he can he show it in his body language. But all of us needed is those runs that he need to get for make his 100. And I can't at no stretch of the imagination that he will give in at this time. He come too far for will be giving in at this time. So I am very pleased for the young man. I am seeing the Nevis team really and truly want to make bigger inroads in this total here. I see the coach, both coaches are on the field. I never see that in 50 over cricket. So I don't know if something in the rules that's saying that the coaches can go on the field during a 50 over game. One thing I know they do it on a break for 2020. As the rule book say, you cannot coach on the field when the game's playing. So something probably new. So it's all happening here. So you're not missing any cricket at the moment. There is a welcome water break for both umpires and players, and more so for Ross Powell.
Well, the action continues. It's going to be, well, Ross Powell in strike. He's flashing this one into the offside. Finds the man at extra cover, can't score. So he already got a chance of the bowling of this bowler, who just couldn't hold on to it. He's going big. He's away from Kofi James. One bounce into the boundary for 4. So hitting this one wide of so here he goes, bowls to Powell. Powell turns it into the onside. They're off and running. So he moves on now to 87. Ross Powell edging ever so closely to 100. We understand that one of the players for the Islands team got to 96 yesterday and gave it away. Can Ross Powell complete this one? Flat bowls to Forbes, punches it into the offside, can't score. So moves in once more to bowl to Forbes. Forbes is punching this one hard. The umpire was getting ready to skedaddle out of the way. Bowler got his hand to it, stopped it, but he was hitting it hard. Shot in anger. Short ball that time. Moves in once more to bowl to Fabs. Fabs is going high, hard and handsome. It's gone the distance. It's high and handsome. Another 6 by Shelton Fabs. Lovely heave on that occasion. Second 6 he has struck. Lovely shot that by Shelton Fabs. So 175 for 138 overs completed. It's going to be Kofi James now from the far end. Bowls to Powell. Powell drives hard. Goes past the bowler. And they go through for a single. So one more to Ross Powell. So that brings Shelton Fabs into strike. Bowls to Fabs. Fabs is turning it into the onside. They might think 2 here. The man is racing off the boundary, but Ross Powell is strolling through for a single. I think he's a bit tired. So one more to the total. So Ross Powell will settle. James moves in now to bowl. He's turning it with soft hands. Might be thinking 2 here. Ross is racing down. He runs back. That's a lovely run in. So he still has some energy. Lovely running on that occasion. Playing it with soft hands. And even though he's tired, he called for 2 very early. That was well played. And well run as well. So here he goes, moves in. Well, a bit of a hold up now. Ross Powell will settle. Settles over his bat as he bowls James. He turns it again. He might be thinking, no, 1 this time. 1 more. So it's going to be Shelton Fabs to take strike. Adjustments in the field from Kofi James. Antigua and Barbuda fighting for a wicket here. On drives, might think 2 here. Fabs is hustling. But Fabs, Ross Powell is not on this occasion. Just strolls down. So 1 more to the total. Continue to milk the ball in here, the Nevis batsmen. They batted really superbly today. Here goes now. Bowls. He loops it up and thought of the single. But Joel Andrew is teasing them, saying, well, go ahead then and see what happens. And that ends over number 39. At the end of 39 is 181, the score for the loss of 1. Is back into the attack. I understand that he got a bit roughed up by Jamie Cornelius earlier this morning, right? Got roughed up. So he was roughed up by Jamie Cornelius. And guess who we are seeing here? Look who is here. Anybody knows this guy who beat up on the Barbados team some years ago?
No, Vasco.
Well, then Cornwall knows this guy.
I remember that.
Hits it down the ground, picks up a single. So Clifford Bumble Walwyn is here, having a chat with Wilden Cornwall, 2 masters cricketers now. So it's going to be Spencer will be bowling now. Yeah. 11. So it's going to be Spencer racing in now to bowl to Powell. Powell gets one that pops on him and they get a single because Spencer goes sprawling on the turf. Can't stop it. 1 more to the total. So here goes. Races in now to bowl. 2 Fabs, punches it into the offside. Can't score. Here he goes. Races in now to bowl. He's cutting at that loosely there. His arm fobs. So here goes. Races in now. Spencer. He's flashing this one backward of point, and it's going to run pretty close to the boundary. They're going back for the second run. Hustling there's Fabs. Gets home safely. 2 more to the total. Spencer it is. Moves in now to bowl to Fabs. Fabs is punching it into the onside. Can't score. And that ends the over. Ross Powell on 92. Takes strike now from Kofi James. He comes solidly, quietly forward. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler. Just 8 runs away from a well-deserved century. But he has had his moments where he has shown that he lost concentration. And the break, according to Cornwall, should have done him well. He's standing up straight. Plays it to the man at backward of point. Can't score. They call this the nervous 90s. Bumbo Waldwin never was nervous in the 90s. So here goes. Moves in once more. Loops it up. Trying to tease him, but they're off and running. Gets an easy single. Make that 93. And 186 now the score. So here goes. James bowls. Fabs punches it nicely. The man is wide at long on and will pull it in now. So 1 more to the total. So Kofi James will bowl now to Ross Powell. He's on the back foot, turns it away. He will only take 1, makes him 93 now. Cruising towards this well-deserved century. Here he goes now, moves in now to short, and he's on the back foot, pushes it back up the strip to the bowler. That ends the over. 41 overs completed, and the score is 187 for 1. Nevis 187 for 1. It's going to be Javier Spencer, and he'll be bowling to Ross Powell. Races in now to bowl to Powell. Powell slaps it down the ground. The man is racing across. The other man at long on comes across, picks it up. So 1 more to the total. Ross Powell moving along in singles now. Spencer it is. Left arm seamer. Moving in now to bowl. Outside the off stump, left alone. Kofi James giving a word of advice to Spencer. Maybe telling him to bowl a slow ball, who knows. Here goes Spencer. Races in now to bowl. He's driving. Goes down to the man at long on. 1 more to the total. So here goes now Spencer. Races in now to bowl. He's swinging it out. He has thrown it away. Ross Powell has thrown it away. Well, he swung it hard, but straight to the man at mid-wicket. And Ross Powell comes back. He was cruising in singles, heading towards that century. And somehow decided, well, I want to hit a big one. And you could see how disappointed he is as he walks back. Maybe Spencer, who just got the wicket of Powell, bowling now to Kesron Archibald. Bowls a Yorker length delivery, just pats it into the offside. So some 9 overs remaining. It's 192 for 2. 189, sorry, for 2 is the score. Spencer it is. Races in now to bowl. Wide, that's very wide. Joel Andrew dives across to pick it up. So Kezran Archibald has been sent up the order for one specific purpose. He can hit a long ball. And he has been sent out there to hit it out of the park, up to the airport if possible. Javier Spencer would know that. And he's trying to make sure that that does not happen. But can he stop him? Here he goes. Races in now to bowl. Plays it into the offside, can't score. And that ends a useful over from Spencer. Got the crucial wicket of Ross Powell. Well, I don't know what the instructions would be to Shelton Fobbs, but he has batted well so far. But he might want to aim to go over the top a little more, but he has hit 2 huge sixes so far. Settles over his bat. Kofi James bowls. He's on the back foot. Should have been a thought on the front foot there, but he was on the back foot, kept it out though. So here goes James, moving in once more. He's on the back foot, punches it hard, but there's a man at wide long off, comes across and stops it. One more to the total. So that brings Kezran Archibald into strike. He has not yet played a shot in anger, but that's the reason why he's out there. With the overs running out, and Nevis on 190. Boy, he is stroking it into the offside. Surprisingly, he looped it up, and this time around, Kezran Archibald was quietly forward. Settles over his bat now. And that time he's beaten as it goes through to the keeper. Here he goes now, bowls flat and he's turning it into the onside. And they're off and running. Here he goes, bowls. He's driving nicely. The man at long on though comes into the frame. One more. So it's going to be Spencer it is. Races in now. To bowl to Kezran Archibald. Shot in anger on this. Well, that's Shelton Fobbs. Shot in anger down to long off. 1 run. He goes now. Races in now to bowl. He's hitting this one over the man at back of the point and it's running towards the boundary. The man dives across, can't stop it, gone for 4. So 198 for 2, weighing over number 44. So it's going to be Spencer to continue to bowl to Kezran Archibald. He's going into that one, driving hard, down towards long off. The man comes across, stops it. 1 more to the total. Here goes once more. Races in now to bowl. He's having a heave at that, is Shelton Fobbs. Misses outside the off stump. So here goes Spencer. He's going, that's a lovely shot by Fobbs. Inside out. Those are hard shots to play. That's a difficult shot to play. I want to hear what Bumbo Alwyn has to say about that shot. Bumbo, describe that shot.
Great. It can be nothing but great. Close, I want to say close to the so I can follow my backsmith, so let me keep quiet.
Well, that's classy. Inside, out, over, long off the fast bowler. That's a tremendous shot by Shelton Fobbs. Well, Fobbs looks as if he's ready to tee off here. As Spencer moves in once more to bowl to Fobbs. Bowls. Fobbs is having a slash at that. That one made some height. And he's going after everything now, Shelton Fobbs. So 200 is on the tins. 205 for 2. From 44 overs, 6 overs remaining. Jawaki Joseph comes back into the attack. 6 overs remaining. Nevis should be going all out now. 205 for 2. Let's see what Kezran Archibald is swinging at a short delivery. Missed out on that one. True to the keeper. So it's going to be Joseph racing in now to bowl to Kezon Archibald. Flicks it nicely into the onside. They should be thinking 2 here. And going back now. Oh, he's home. Seemed to be struggling somewhat there, Kezon Archibald, but got home safely in the end. Seems as if Joel Andrew got his hand hit in the process, but he seems to be okay. So here goes. Race is in now. Kezon Archibald tugs it into the onside. They're thinking just one on this occasion. There's a bubble. They should have been hustling that. Same thing Bumbo Waldwin was saying. They should hustle the first one. And once there's a bubble, you go back for the second. So that brings Shelton Fobbs into strike. He has batted really well, Fobbs. So, the left-handed batsman, 2 left-handers out there by the way, but the left-handed batsman will settle now to take strike from Joseph. Jayawaki Joseph races in now to bowl. Fobbs is punching this one, and they're off and running. The man races across, misfields slightly, but they have settled for 1, so 1 more to the total. So 209 for 2 is the score. Races in now to bowl. He's down the track looking for the heave, and now they're going to get, well, it might be, well, he went back, Fobbs, but he was taking a couple of steps down and had a heave, and didn't latch on to it that time, Kezon Archibald. So, they're definitely going after everything now, with the overs running out. Races in now to bowl. He's going in the air. Where's that gone? That's gone far. That's on the hill. Slow ball, and he picked it, did Kezon Archibald, and he launched it. And it went on the mound at the far end. Big 6 that by Kezon Archibald. Seems as if one of the hands came off the bat in the process, but who cares? Big heave. Gone for 6. And the score now 209. 215. 215 for 2. 45 overs. 45 overs completed. Well, Pittman is into the attack as he moves in now to bowl to Archibald. That's Fobbs, sorry, driving it nicely. Again, there's a bubble, and this time he comes back for 2. They should always hustle for the first one, and then when there's a bubble, you get the second one easily. So 2 more to Fobbs. So Pittman it is from the commentary end. Races in now to bowl. He's going inside out, but short of the man at long off. Didn't latch on to that one, and 1 more to the total. Kezon Archibald getting some assistance in tying his shoelaces. Slight hold up in play. So it's going to be Pittman. Moving in now. Bowls to Kezon Archibald. Flashes this one into the offside, and they pick up an easy single. So 1 more to the total. So here's Pittman from the far end, from the commentary end. Races in now. He's driving nicely. Here's Shelton Fobbs standing nice and tall, hitting it down to long off. Just 1 more to the total. So Pittman once more from the commentary end. Nice smooth run up. Moves in now to bowl to. And that's a wide dish delivery, not signal, so it's within the mark. Good ball that by Pittman. Ball now. And he's trying to turn it into the onside, trying to reverse. And hit on the pad, leg by signal by the umpire. It's going to be Joseph moving in now to bowl. He's gone big. Is the man going back? He's going back, but he's only going to watch it onto the mound. That's another 6. And he really didn't seem to hit that one hard, Kezron Archibald, but he has launched it onto the mound again. So another 6. So the score has gone to 227 for 2, weighing over number 47. 227 for 2. Nevis certainly has turned things around from yesterday. Here he goes, bowls to Archibald, gets a full toss, hits it in the air. The man is racing in, he's coming in, he takes the catch, he's gone. So a full toss, he didn't latch on to that one. The man started a bit late really heading towards it, but eventually got to it and grabbed it with both hands. So free wickets gone, 227 for free. Well, the new batsman seems to be the captain, Teron Bosso. And he also could use the long handle. And I guess that would be the intention here. 3 overs remaining after this one. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving down towards long off. He'll get a single. He's hustling, looking for the bubble. There's no bubble, so one more to the total. So here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's sitting this one down towards long on and picks up a single. Seemed a bit tight on room on that occasion as he dug it in. So one more to the total. Theron Bosso comes into strike now. So here he goes, moving in now to bowl. Bosso is driving powerfully. The man is racing across at long on, and powerful return comes back in quickly. One more to the total. At least they ran the first one hard, looking for the bubble. So here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving hard. The bowler puts a hand to it, but they're off and running for the single. One more to the total. So we understand that Shelton Forbes has scored a half century, so he's on to 50. Shelton Forbes on 50. Well played. Certainly a great knock by the youngster. He's batted superbly. So pit managers moving in now to bowl. Well, he has pulled up. 231 for free. Nevis batting first. 231 for free. Yes, Pitman. Races in now. Bowling 2. Heave ho. The man is going back. He's going back. He's going back. But he takes the catch. He's gone. He's gone. So Forbes goes caught on the mid-wicket boundary. Just didn't hit it hard enough on that occasion. But that's the way to go right now. Hit out at everything. Overs are running out. And brings a Delvin Phillip to the crease. So a Delvin Phillip comes out. So Pitman races in now to bowl to a Delvin Phillip, pushes it into the offside. They should be thinking 2 here. The man is racing across and goes back. So 2 more to the total. So here goes Pitman. Races in now to bowl to Phillip. Phillip is trying to guide it to the offside. Misses a shot, through to the keeper. So it's Pitman once more. Races in now to bowl. pushes it down. They should be thinking two here. And hesitation. One more to the total. So 234 for 4. Pittman. Here's Pittman. Races in now to bowl. Oh, that's close. That must be mighty close. Well, hit him on the back foot, but maybe outside the leg stump. And one more by leg by. So 235 for 4. 235 for 4. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. He's cutting at that. Misses the shot. Wide signal by the umpire. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Pushing tentatively at that is Adelvin Phillip. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl to Bosso. Bosso is tugging at that one. Very ungainly. Thinking of the second, but it's not on. He goes, moves in now to bowl to Phillip. Phillip is pulling this one. The man is racing across. Can't stop it. It goes for 4. So 4 more to Adelvin Phillip. Short ball. A real gift on that occasion. Pulled it backward up square for 4. 240 for 4. We're in over number 49. He has a swing at that. Comes off the body. Goes into the offside. Another short ball that time. Missed out on that occasion. So that would bring Theron Busso into strike. 241 for 4. So the captain, Theron Busso, in strike. Moves in now to bowl. He's slapping this one down towards the man at long off. They're thinking 2. They're seriously thinking 2. But good hard return. Now they go for the second. Pressure on the fielder. And so they get 2 in the end. So 200. Here he goes now, moves into bowl. He's swinging that one into the outside. The man at long off comes across, knocks it down, and gets the return in quickly. 1 more to the total. Wait at hard. So this is the final over. 246 the score. Final over. And bowled by Pittman. And they'll be going at everything here. Frankie Claxton would say helter skelter. So here's Pittman. Bustling run. Races in now. To bowl to Bosso. Bosso is swinging. And he could be a part of the wind farm at Madden's, because the amount of wind that came off that bat could have generated a fair amount of electricity, I could tell you. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. He's going. He's going. Man is getting under it. Takes the catch. He's gone. Theron Busso goes. Really didn't latch on to that as he would have liked. It was a heave-ho, but Pittman has picked up another wicket. So make that 5 gone for Nevis, 246, and we're in over number 50. There's Carmichael flashing and missing outside the off stump. Pittman it is. Moves in now to bowl. Swing and a miss. Wide signal, and they're running through. And they're going to get some extras because the bowler just made a mess of it. Trying to be smart and not looking and just flicking it back at the stumps. And so they got 3 wides in the end.
Follow, if you pay, if you pay 10 game and score 500, and me pay 10 and score 550, what the better batsman? What determine what better batsman?
Manages. Moves in now. To bowl to Carmichael. He's walking down and he's driving and he's throwing at the stumps. He misses the stumps and they go back for an extra run. Well. Carmichael was walking down to the bowler and they got some extra runs. I think the captain is having a word with Pittman, asking him why did he throw the ball, giving the wicketkeeper Joel Anjo some extra work to do. 251 for 5. Carmichael in strike. Here he goes, bowls. He's punching this one into the offside. The man comes across, bubbles with it, teasing the batsman to think of a second. And that's the last ball. That's the end of the innings. And at the end of the innings, 252 for the loss of 5. Nevis. Well, with the start they had, I think I agree with Wilden Cornwall that they should have gotten more. But it's certainly a far cry from what they got yesterday. Yesterday they were in a big hole. But today they have batted superbly. And so Antigua Barbuda would need 253 to win. We're going to go to break and we'll be back later. Antigua 4 for the loss. Kezron Archibald moves into bowl. He's getting a good delivery, squeezes down on it, up to mid-on. So it's Kezron Archibald. Races in now to bowl. He's driving. Well stopped there by the captain, Teran Busu. Here he goes, moves in once more. Archibald bowls. He's pushing it into the offside. Well fielded there by Carmichael. Can't score. Well, Kimani Nisbet bowled very well yesterday against Anguilla. So he has a chance now to do the same against Antigua. Good start. Well lined. And Tyrone Williams comes across his stumps, pushes it back up the strip on the offside. The brother of Ronaldo Morton and of Antiguan father, of course. Nisbet braces in now to bowl. Stands up straight, pushes it quietly into the offside, no runs. Nisbet it is. Nice smooth run up, moves to Williams. Is tucking this one around the corner where it came off the pad. Keeper stops it, can't score. Nisbet it is. Moves in now to bowl to Williams. Good delivery, good movement as well. Left alone, well left too by Williams. Well taken by Carlon Tuckett. Yeah, go ahead. Well taken there by Carlon Tuckett. White signal by the umpire. Here he goes. Races in now to bowl. Left alone. Good height. Good carry to the keeper. Nisbet it is. Races in now to bowl. He's pulling this one away. That's a lovely shot by Williams. Short and pulled it away to back of the square for 4. Lovely shot by Williams. It's going to be Archibald. Races in now to bowl. Left alone outside the off stump. Wide signal by the umpire. Archibald it is. Races in now to bowl. He's punching at this one. Can't stop it. And one more to the total. Archibald races in now. Oh, beaten outside the off stump. Well taken there by Carlon Boy and Tuckett. Archibald races in now. He's going big. That's a big shot. And has it gone the distance? No. One bounce into the ropes at the long off area. And certainly one big stride into that and hitting it over long off for 4. So a long off has been put in place now, and the man at long leg comes inside the circle. So immediately after that shot, so Archibald will move in once more to bowl to Williams, turns it into the onside, thinking of the single. Adelvin Phillip is quick, so he has to scurry back into his crease. Archibald steams in once more to bowl. He's on the back foot, jabs it into the offside, can't score. Archibald steams in once more to bowl. Yorker length delivery, and the bowler should have stopped that because you're on Archibald, and they got a single. So that ends the second over. At the end of 2, the score's 3. At the end of 3 overs, 16 for no loss, Antigua and Barbuda. Nisbet turned into the onside, straight to the man at short mid wicket, can't score. Moves in out to bowl. Well, he pulls up, doesn't release the ball. Nisbet it is. Kimani races in now. Off target, down the leg side, wide signal by the umpire. Nisbet turns, races in now. He's cutting that one, but well knocked down by Carmichael. It was there to be hit, short, had the width, but a little to the left or the right of the fielder would have earned him 4 runs, but well stopped in the end. Nisbet steams in now. Off target once more, another wide. Nisbet steams in once more. He's going big, inside out, over extra cover, gone for 4. Not afraid to go aerial, young Tyrone Williams. Very poor work down there. According to Willett, and it went through him for 4. So the Nevis team a bit rattled here. Antigua and Barbuda off to a quick start, 26 for no loss, we're in over number 4. It's a good pitch. Bowlers will have to work hard here, it's pretty obvious. Moves in once more to bowl. Stands up straight, punches it into the offside. Misfielded again. The batsmen really were not focusing because they didn't even cross on the misfield. And now the 2 fielders having a bit of a confab. That's a Delvin Phillip and Carmichael. Here goes once more Nisbet. Moves in now to bowl. Stands up straight, plays it up the strip on the onside, can't score. Just saw a signal from the captain Terran Busso to Akadi and to Willett telling him to warm up. So more than likely he'll be bowling from this end. And Kimani Nisbet might be given a rest. At the end of 4, 26 for the loss of none, Antigua. Archibald steams in now to bowl. He's punching this one away through the point area, and it goes across the line now for 4. Didn't seem to have enough room, but it pierced the gap nonetheless. And another boundary. Antigua and Barbuda off and running here at the Connery grounds. Archibald moves in now to bowl, and he just wafts the bat over it, deliberately allowing it to go flow. Archibald steams in once more. He's tucking this one around the corner. Kimani Nesbitt chases after it and gets a return in quickly. Athletic collection there by Carlon Bowen Tuckett, leaping in the air, collecting it with one glove. So for Tyrone Williams, they put the long off in place, not for the other batsman, but once Tyrone Williams is in strike, they know that he's capable and willing to go over the top. So he'll settle now, Williams. And it's going to be Archibald asking for Najee Amri to come a little closer to the keeper. Here's Archibald racing in now to bowl to Williams. Williams comes solidly forward, pushes it quietly down towards the man at long off. Easy single. Umpire doing a bit of exercises, trying to stay focused. That one kept a bit low, but he managed to stay down with it and keep it out well. Oh, Najee Amri doing a little bit of semantics, changing around the bails. Left alone, but that one seemed to have shaved the off stump, and that ends the over. At the end of 5, it's 32 for no loss, Antigua Barbuda. Changing the bowling, Akadiento with it comes into the attack. He has developed a very good slow ball in his armory. Moves into bowl to Williams. Williams hits it inside out, over extra cover, into the boundary for 4. Contemptuous looking shot. Dropping that one short, and he rocked back and hit it hard over extra cover into the boundary for 4. Right away, he comes back to long off. Gets on Archibald. So it's going to be Willett. Tyrone Williams making a statement here, deciding to use these early overs to go over the top. Moves in now to bowl. This time he just jabs it into the offside, going down to the man on the third man boundary. Picks up one more to the total. Willett steams in now to bowl. He's driving. Evan Phillip is in attendance, stops it nicely. Willett once more. Races in once more to bowl. That time he dug it in short. The batsman goes down early. A wide signal by the umpire. That's interesting, but he was ducking out of the way. Why would that be a wide? That. So here goes once more. Races in now to bowl. Good delivery. Dead on target, but he kept it out well. Coming down late on it. Both feet seem planted though. Limited movement with those 2 feet. But the bat came down in time, kept it out well. So here goes Willett. They started pretty well. Moves in once more to bowl. He's hitting this one inside out again. Over extra cover, and it goes into the boundary for 4. Well, now a man has been placed, that's Adelvin Phillip, right on the extra cover boundary deep. Races in now, Willett bowls. This time he's flicking it away. And it's going to go pretty close to the boundary. It's gone for another boundary. It's gone for 4. Willett stands there astounded. Can't believe his ill luck. It was a pretty decent delivery, but he got a bit of bat onto it and it went away for 4. Jaden Carmichael has been introduced into the attack, so we have spin into the attack. How does Tyrone Williams play spin? Handle the pace pretty well. Let's see what he does with spin. So here's Carmichael moving in now to bowl to Williams. Outside the after, white signal by the umpire. Runs continue to add up. 47 for no loss. We're in over number 7. Antigua off to a great start here in response to a good innings by Nevis. Carmichael in now to bowl to Williams. Williams is hitting this one into the offside. Easy single down to long off. Carmichael moves in now to bowl. Came down on that late. Waiting for it is Jamie Cornelius at point. Can't score. Carmichael moves in now to bowl. Full toss. Swung away. Rank full toss that. And swung it away for 4. Antigua Barbuda into the 50s now. Carmichael moves in once more. Better delivery. Wafts the bat over it as he's wont to do. White signal by the umpire. So, Nevis giving away runs here. Carmichael it is. Moves in once more to bowl. Again, he wafts the bat over it. A lot closer on that occasion. Carmichael bowls. Left alone again. This time he doesn't wave the bat over it. He just watched it through. Jaden Carmichael it is. Prepares to come in once more to bowl. He's cutting this one into the offside. The man is deep on the extra cover boundary. Comes in, picks it up, and gets a return in. And that ends another over. Over number 7 completed. 54 the score for no loss. Here's Willett getting some encouragement from his teammates as he races in now. Oh, came off the back of the bat. He was in the air for a long time, but away from the man at point. So, getting away with that one. He was trying to turn it, turned too early. Took the back of the bat, went flying off the bat in the air, but away from the man at point. One more to the total. So, there's a man still on the deep extra cover boundary, knowing that Williams is likely to go in aerial. He's driving down the ground. That's a lovely shot, but Nisbet might just get there. Well, that's Kezron Archibald getting across quickly and stopping it. So one more to the total, but it was a lovely drive that by Tyrone. Well, it is. I haven't seen the slow ball as yet. He bowls a mean slow ball. This time he's pulling it handsomely into the new football park at the far end, right over the wall. That was a lovely shot, digging it deep, digging it short, and he rocked back and pulled it handsomely over square leg for 6. Antigua and Barbuda after a rollicking start here. Willett moves in now to bowl. Short again, but this time turned down towards a man on the fine leg, in the fine leg area. And only, no runs on that occasion, but again going short. Would need to be very careful here, Nevis. It's a good batting surface, and Antigua off to a good start. Here he goes. He's driving. That's a lovely shot. Adelvin Phillip has a run. Fields it nicely and gets 1. Well, it is. I haven't seen the slow ball as yet, and I think it would be useful. This time he pushes up towards mid-on, can't score, and ends the 8 over, 63 for no loss Antigua Barbuda. It's going to be Jaden Carmichael to continue. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving nice into the offside. The man on the deep extra cover boundary comes into the focus, picks it up. One more to the total. Looks as if Tijari Clark it is. He's on for Ross Powell, who is off the field. Tyrone Williams will take strike. Settles over his bat now. Moves in now to bowl. Flat and fast, and he's chopping it past his off stump. They call them Chinese cuts, but that one passed very close to his off stump. And they got a single nonetheless. Left alone outside the off stump. Spinning away from him. Here he goes once more. Carmichael bowls. Again left alone. Just pushing the front foot forward, watching the line and watching it spin away from him. Carmichael. He and Busso, I think, bowled a couple of no balls yesterday as well. Wouldn't want to add that to today's run fees so far for Antigua and Barbuda. No free hits. Carmichael moves in once more to bowl. He's driving at that. Got the toe end of the bat as it went into the offside. Can't score. Carmichael moves in once more to bowl. He's launching into that. The man comes across and doesn't pick up on the run. And so they ran too quickly for another run. And that ends a pretty useful over from Carmichael. Captain Theron Busso has brought himself into the attack. Onaje Amri is at long off. Keswan Archibald at mid-on. And man chasing after it. They should get at least two here. That's Tijari Clark chasing after it. Gets a return in. So, two more to the total. So, Theron Busso coming into the attack. Left alone as he shadows it outside his off stump. Cuts this one, comes across, stops it nicely. Good fielding there by Acadian to Willett. Again, he just watches it through. Seems to be their master at the leave alone. Here he goes now, moves into bowl. Again, left alone. Needs to make him play. Busso moves in once more to bowl. Again, he wafts the bat over it. That ends the over. And they're going to have a break after 10 overs, 68 for no loss. Antigua Barbuda off to a good start. Well, after the break, the Nevis team trying to sort out the field placements. It's going to be Carmichael who will continue. We'll probably take a couple more overs before we have to catch the boat. But at least we got the entire Nevis innings, well, most of it, except for about 3 balls. Here's Carmichael, bowls, he's driving down towards the man at long off, pick up a single. Carmichael it is. Moves in once more. He's cutting this one away towards the man on the deep point boundary. And they get one very easily. So one more to the total. Carmichael it is. Moves in once more, ball's flat, and he's punching this one away. Towards the third man position. Man chases after it. Can he pull it in? He does. And so they'll get two very easily. Runs continue to come for the Antigua Barbuda team. Coming very easily too. Carmichael moves in once more to bowl. Good delivery. Comes solidly forward. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler. Carmichael it is. Moves in once more to bowl to Tyrone Williams. He's launching into that, and that's gone far. It was an effortless looking heave. One step down the track, heave ho, and it's gone way into the housing area at the far end. An easy looking six that for Tyrone Williams. Diving over it is Adelvin Phillip, and gone for a single. Busso moves in now to bowl. On the back foot, squeezes it into the onside. Looked very uncertain on that occasion. Thought he should have been on the front foot there. Tyrone Williams gets it into the onside for a single. Busso it is. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving back up the strip to the bowler. He's Busso bowls too short, but hitting it straight to the man at extra cover. Carmichael can't score. Nevis team very quiet for the moment. That one keeping a bit low. Squeezed it out into the offside. Looking for a single, but Tyrone Williams in park, not interested. Left alone outside the off stump. That ends the over. Hits it in the air, but it's going to land safely, and it's going to go away for 4. So yet another boundary. The Antiguans scoring freely here. Carmichael now will move in out to bowl to Williams. He's driving off the toe end of the bat, back up the strip to the bowler. Well, the other batsman, so Kadeem Henry is the other batsman. Tyrone Williams is the one in strike. Moves in now to bowl. He's punching it into the onside, down to the man at long on. Will get an easy single. Carmichael moves in now to bowl to Kadeem Henry. Comes forward. Both feet seem to be planted again, but the bat is getting to the ball, keeping it out. Carmichael will move in once more to bowl to Kadeem Henry. Flat, kept out. It was dead on stumps, but somehow he managed to keep it out again. Both feet seem stuck together. Foot movement seem limited, but the bat movement is pretty rapid. Carmichael once more moves in now. He's driving. That's a smooth looking shot down to the man deep on the extra cover boundary, and we'll get an easy single. One more to the total. 85 for no loss, and that's the end of the 13th over. Here goes. Bowls. Looks as if he was going to go for the big heave, and then decided just to play it along the ground down to Adelvin Phillip at long off. One more to the total. So I think we'll take one more over after this. Vice Captain Carlon Tuckett having a quick word with the captain, Theron Busso. And seems as if looking to see if there was an adjustment made. Not really. So, well, the adjustment has been made. Onaje Amri has been brought straighter. And then the man at extra cover has been brought to his right. Flat and fast. He goes back on the back foot, keeps it out. That's Tyrone Williams. Here's Bosso moving in now to bowl. Williams is trying to dab and hit it into the ground, bounced into the gloves of Carlon Tuckett and then bounced back out. But it wasn't a chance though. It was a naughty shot that, and being advised by his teammates in the pavilion to continue batting. This time he stylishly flicks it into the onside. Jamie Cornelius travels after it, but they'll get an easy single. So one more to the total. So it's 90 now for the loss of one. Nevis also had a very good opening partnership. 94, no loss, sorry. Flicks it away from Jamie Cornelius and might go all the way for 4. Travels across the boundary now. A whip really more than a hard pull. It was a whip off the pads and going away for 4. So 94 at the end of 14 for no loss. So Antigua responding well. Pushes it quietly into the offside, can't score. As Carmichael continues to Williams. I think this will be our last over, as I have to go and try and catch a boat back to Nevis. Here he goes. Carmichael moves in now, flat, and punches it into the offside. Through the gap down to the man deep on the extra cover boundary, and picks up an easy single. So runs coming pretty easily here at Connery. Moves in now to bowl. Flat, and he's punching it. Karim Henry gets it to the man at mid-wicket, can't score. Carmichael moves in once more. Turns it into the onside. Belated movement there by Tyrone Williams. Seemed to be ball watching, but eventually got through for the single. Carmichael moves in now to bowl. He's going inside out. That's a tremendous heave. But it drops inside the boundary. Didn't go all the way, but gone for 4. But it was a tremendous heave, intentionally just inside out, heaving it into the offside for another boundary. Williams. And somehow the pitch seems easy paced, and the way the Antiguans are going at this total looks as if they'll knock it off well before the 50 overs. Here goes, moves in now to bowl, flat and fast, pushes it into the offside, thinking of the single. No is the shout from the pavilion, and that's the way we're going to leave you from the Connery grounds. 100 on the tins, 15 overs, 101, sorry, for no loss, and the 15 overs completed. That's the way we're going to leave it from the Connery grounds.